Saturday Night Live has finally filled out its cast after several departures ahead of the historic Season 50 premiere. Ashley Padilla, Emil Wacham, and Jane Wickline are set to join the cast, while Chloe Trost, who joined the cast in 2023 as a featured player, will not be returning. Trost Season 49 feature comrades, Marcelo Hernandez, Michael Longfellow, and Devin Walker, are all being promoted to the main cast. Unfortunately, I was not asked back to SNL this season, Trost wrote in a September 9th Instagram post. I wish I was going back to be with all the amazing friends I made there. It truly felt like home, but it wasn't in the cards. The announcement is the latest in a hectic string of cast shakeups, which also saw Molly Kearney and Punky Johnson leave after 2 and 4 seasons on the show, respectively. Kearney has kept their reasons for departure ambiguous, but Johnson recently revealed to SNL alums Dana Carvey and David Spade why she's moving on. I never grew up in sketch. I never went to a sketch school. I didn't really feel like I fit, like that was my zone, she said. That show is for a different type of person. The rest of Season 49's featured players will be returning, including Michael Che, Mikey Day, Ego Newdom, Kenan Thompson, Bowen Yang, James Austin Johnson, Andrew Dismukes, Chloe Fineman, Heidi Gardner, Colin Jost, and Sarah Sherman. Maya Rudolph is set to reprise her Emmy-winning Kamala Harris impersonation throughout election season. Padilla comes from the Groundlings, the legendary LA-based sketch comedy troupe, which has trained a staggering amount of future SNL cast members, including Lorraine Newman, Phil Hartman, Will Ferrell, Will Forte, Kristen Wiig, Mikey Day, and current cast member Heidi Gardner. Wacham becomes the series' first Lebanese-American cast member. The comedian's big break came on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon, and he's already a veteran of the stand-up circuit, opening for marquee names like Nikki Glazer and Hassan Minhaj. Wickline makes a kind of history of her own, becoming the first TikTok superstar to make the transition from the swipe screen to the small screen. Wickline has amassed nearly 1 million followers on the platform and boasts over 45 M likes on her page as one of the breakout stars of the live show Stapleview. SNL's 50th season will be a season unlike any other. NBC has announced a special Season 50 kickoff event featuring a weekend of commemorative programs culminating in a 3-hour live primetime special to air Sunday, February 16th. Saturday Night Live Season 50 premieres September 28th at 11:30 p.m. Eastern Time on NBC and Peacock. Cretton is also supposed to be planning a sequel to Shang Chi, which starred Simu Liu as the titular hero, but it's unclear how that would fit into his Spider-Man schedule. Plot details for the untitled Spider-Man 4 are still under wraps, though it will follow the events of 2021 Spider-Man: No Way Home, which brought in previous Hollywood Spider-Man Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield to play their versions of Peter Parker alongside Holland's iteration, thanks to a multiverse spell gone wrong that brought alternate reality Spideys and their famous adversaries into the MCU. The movie ended with Benedict Cumberbatch's Doctor Strange casting a spell that made everyone forget Peter Parker, including his best friend Ned, Jacob Batalon, and girlfriend MJ, Zendaya. John Watts directed the previous 3 Holland-led Spider-Man movies. He's since been working in the Star Wars realm on the Disney Plus series Skeleton Crew. Last year, Holland told reporters that he'd been actively engaging in conversations about what it could potentially look like for a 4th rendition of my character. He added, "Whether or not we can find a way to do justice to the character is another thing. I feel very protective over Spider-Man. I feel very, very lucky that we were able to work on a franchise that got better with each movie, that got more successful with each movie, which I think is really rare, and I want to protect his legacy." Spider-Man 4 marks the latest partnership between Disney's Marvel Studios, which produces the Avengers-centric MCU films and shows, and Sony Pictures, which releases its own line of Spider-Man-adjacent movies. On the docket for Sony's Marvel lineup this year are Venom, The Last Dance, and Kraven the Hunter.